Yeah. That's right, baby. Ooh.
What that is? What the that boy jamming? Ooh. Okay. The boy rapping. Okay.
Smoking on your favorite podcast tonight, bitch.
Smoking on your favorite podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's about family ties, Benny. It's about family ties. You know what I'm saying? You family, we family. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of family, Bird Gang all day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bird Gang. Had to flip a bitch, you know what I'm saying, in the air to get back to the West Coast. Trying to get out to New Orleans and play them old Saints. But you know, we had to do what we had to do. Had to flip a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Had to flip a bitch about probably about midway over Tennessee.
Oh my God, we're gonna talk about all that because this is episode 190, baby, of the JB Review podcast. That's right. Only 10 more to the big 200. Whether you're tapping in on the live stream or on the podcast, because if you're on the live stream, you can see that JB's off that Rona, and I ain't talking about that Delta variant. I'm talking about that drink. You heard me? That's right.
We ain't talking about that COVID-19. We ain't talking about the Delta variant. We ain't talking about the COVID-22. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Benny,
drop a comment or question now, damn it. Talk to us, people. If you're on the live stream, falling in, falling out, whether you're
come and talk
Facebook.
to me.
We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can always check out this podcast here after the live stream, goddammit. And of course, make sure to tap in with our sponsor, SavageCBD.com. That's right, baby. SavageCBD.com is the place for all your CBD needs. You know what I'm saying? Just go over to shop. You find one with a tincture, you know, a cartridge, whatever you need. They have dog treat code review for 15% off and free shipping on your first order. It helps the show and it helps Savage CBD. Plus, you get a great deal on some great products. So tap in with our folks over at SavageCBD.com. We'll bring that back up here in a little bit. But Dr. Bridges, we got to start with some announcements. Of course, coming up, you know, we're going to be talking about final preseason week, the Paul Woodley BS fiasco fight, and a whole lot of mo. But we got a few special announcements. First and foremost, this here live stream is going to be moving to Wednesdays, baby. That's why we're not going to. Why the fuck are we live stream on a Sunday during football season? We know better than that.
We know what's going on. All right, we hip to the jive, as they say back in the day. We hip to the jive. Listen, of course, we want to make sure that our viewers, you know what I'm saying, are enjoying their Sundays, watching their favorite teams, checking scores, checking your fantasy leagues, all that stuff. But we still want you to hear our delightful voices and see our beautiful shining faces, all right, on this live stream and on our podcast format. So we moving to Wednesday night, baby. Understands me? Wednesday. We out here in these streets, in these live stream streets, all right? Now, if they start having games on Wednesday night, Benny, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do.
I mean, listen, we're basically there already, right? They got every other day, pretty much.
Right.
Sunday, Monday, COVID reschedule Tuesday, Thursday. They'll fuck around and put a game on Friday for reschedule. Saturday sometimes, at least in the playoffs. So yeah, man, it's coming. But as of right now, we're gonna catch you right in that sweet spot. Savage picks are coming back. All of our shit's coming back. You know, this is our favorite time of year. This is our fucking last week before regular season football.
Wonderful time of the year.
Thank God Almighty.
We're about Christmas. Thank God. We are not talking about Christmas. We're talking about NFL football season, baby. It's fantastic. Shout out to them kiddies over there in Detroit City. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the BG over here in this hot ass valley, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They will be seeing each other later in the season. Second announcement for everybody is that the review, are joining the esteemed Believe Podcast Network. And man, I'll tell you what, we've had some of the people that have been on this network on our show. As you can see, our guy Frosty Rucker has an LA football podcast there, talking all things LA football. The other JB, shout out to Coach Brown, he's got a slap dick
Coach,
podcast
what up?
there. Bill Polian, a bunch of people, and of course our KSRN fam. Shout out to Javon, shout out to Ed Smith, shout out to Earl, shout out to Flex. They all have shows here on Believe. Believe approached us. Believe's got a dope platform, and you're going to see some kind of cross promo, cross pollination as the season goes on. You might see us on some other podcasts. You
True.
might hear some of the folks on this network on
True.
our podcast. So it's a
True.
beautiful situation. We appreciate them for getting at us. So, of course, it's not going to change anything about who we are and what we do. And, of course, you're going to be able to check us out on all the other platforms. But we're linking up with Believe, and we're going to be definitely taking this thing to the next level and getting a bigger audience. So make sure to tap in with Believe, because not only our show, but a bunch of other shows for any team you can think of, any sport you can think of, they got it. So we're going to be joining them on their network. Next announcement. Oh, merch discount for that ass. That's right. Bird Gang Faithful. The time has come. If you've been eyeing that Super Kyler shirt, if you've been eyeing that Bird Gang All Day shirt or hoodie, unisex, made to order, comfortable.
Yo, I need that Bird Gang All Day hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
50. Well, JB, you're going to get it for free.
What's cracking?
Shout out to Trends Collab, the official merch provider of the JB and Benny Blue Review. So, JB will get it for free, but for the reviewers, for a limited time, and I'm talking a limited time, starting here today, you get 15% off and free shipping. Use the code BirdGang for Bird Gang All Day, and use the code Kyler for the Super Kyler shirt. And again, get that discount, get that just in time for season. So when you go to the game, you're like, where the fuck you get that shirt? Simple. Trendscollab.com, JB and Benny Blue Review. Bam, put people on, man. Nobody's got this. We got this. So make sure to cop some merch. Cop the merch, baby. That's right.
The merch.
And finally, in the podcast streets, Dr. Bridges, you got a special announcement expanding the brand and taking things to new heights. The special announcement.
Shout out, man. Yeah, Benny. Shout out, man. We got a new show coming out called Burning Bridges. It's what our All About the Birds fam out in Philly. Shout out to the homies, you know what I'm saying? All them boys out there that's going to make it crack. And it's going to be on Tuesday nights. We'll keep you guys posted. Of course, we'll be posting things about it. But it's just basically, you know what I'm saying, just the name says it all. JB's Burning, all right? We're going to be talking cash money shit about the happenings, of course, in NFL football season. And, shooting some shit at me. And, you know what I'm saying, like, of course, JB going to do what JB do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Benny going to be in the background, you know what I'm saying, doing some things, making sure that everything runs smooth. But that's how we do. We stacking on top of each other, you know what I'm saying? That's where the Believe coming in. So shout out to our brothers and sister podcasts that Believe. We just expanded the brand, man. You know what I'm saying? Tentacles, Benny. Tentacles, right? Tentacles. This is the head of the octopus. And then we got the True Blue, right? We got, you know what I'm saying? We got the Bridges Burning. We got Believe, you know what I'm saying? They're big tentacle, you know what I'm saying? So tentacles are growing, right? When it comes to this brand, we are expanding tentacles. You dig? That's all that is, Benny.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful thing. So when this actually goes, you're going to see that posted on our social, so you guys can tap with that. And shout out to all about the Birds. They've been a great support for our podcast. They've been great to JB. It's crazy, JB. You had a cup of coffee with the Eagles, and they're showing you so much fucking love. It's crazy.
How beautiful is that, man? How beautiful is that?
Shout out to them, man.
We love these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? We love these guys without a desire.
Yep.
So man, that's what.
Oh, go ahead.
I said, so that's what's going on with that, Benny. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say, man, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
No, so listen, we'll be sharing all that once that's actually live, and then, like I said, we are moving to Wednesday starting September 8th. We're gonna be off, next, Labor Day weekend. We already know people are gonna be out there fucking tongue kissing each other, doing their thing in Scottsdale. So we're gonna leave Labor Day weekend alone. But come Wednesday, the shit is back on and popping for the most wonderful time of the year. There's no other way to put it. This is literally what this podcast is made for, is to fucking go in these next fucking 5-6 months, this whole season, man. So it's a beautiful thing. So shout out to everybody supporting us. And if you want to collaborate, if you want to sponsor us, make sure to get at us, jbandbennyblurreview@gmail.com. All that good shit. All right, JB, we got to get into it. Tapping in with some final preseason news, and thought we are going to be coming on this week talking about, the final game, Cardinals, Saints, final roster cuts, all that shit. But they didn't cancel the game. And just so folks can see the fucking flight path of what exactly happened, this was the flight path of what the Cardinals were doing. as you can hear that Benny Hill music in the background, and the pilot said, "Nope, we going all the way back to Phoenix."
Yo, telling you,
Woo!
man. Telling you, man, look, they flipped the bitch in the air, so all you lames out there don't know what flip a bitch mean. It means you did a U-turn, you know what I'm saying? So they had to flip a bitch, bro, you know what I'm saying? Get back to the west side, you know what I'm saying, to the desert and get over here and be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? The Hurricanes ain't in to play with. Hey, prayers going out to New Orleans, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
It was real, you know what I'm saying? I spoke to my son's mama earlier, you know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to get in contact with her for the last couple of days, and she ain't been answering the phone or whatever, but I kind of knew something was wrong with her. But when I finally spoke to her, she was just like, you know, she get PTSD, you know what I'm saying, when the hurricane come around, you know what I'm saying? Because they straight from, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans, the 9, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, Saints, Cardinals, we're going to be all right, you know what I'm saying? The Saints went out and finally made the move and made Jameis Winston QB1. I think that's going to give him the best opportunity to win, Benny. And shout out to Jameis, who is basically reinventing himself after that 30-30 season, all right? 30 touchdown, 30 picks. So, hey, shout out to him, man. I mean, to me, I felt like all he needed was guidance. And who better to do it than old Peyton over there with the Saints? You know what I'm saying? He's a quarterback whisperer. I feel like he been dropping dimes all preseason. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Sean Payton's going to make sure that offense is tailored and catered to him and the weapons that they got. So shout out to the Saints, man, for pulling the trigger. Also, Teddy Two Gloves over in Denver, right? Yeah, buddy. Teddy Two Gloves gets the starting spot over Drew Lockey. I think they've might have seen enough of Drew right now. He needs some years to kind of catch up, and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Who else doing anything? Also, Jalen Hurts over in Philly, of course, is going to be QB1. But monkey wrench, all right, or should I say mustache? Gardner Minshew got traded to the Eagles. Now, this is a fact, all right? This is a fact. He got traded to the Eagles for a soy milk latte from Starbucks. Oh, my
God.
Right? A pack of banana now laters at that. All right? And some old stale spearmint gum in the 5-pack. That's exactly what they traded for, right? That was the exact trade. And I think they had negotiated about the gum. But either way it go, Gardner Minshew is now a Philadelphia Eagle, right? Yes. Some people were like, oh, it was Jalen Hurts' job in danger. No, it's not. They just want a better option and backup than they had. Simple as that. So, hey, that's a little NFL news right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Adam Schefter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and while it might be a pack of gum and a fucking open milk carton and shit, the official trade is a conditional 2022 6th-round pick. That 6th-round pick could go to a 5th if Minshew plays 50% of the plays in 3 games a season. So honestly, that bar is kind of set low for that pick to move up.
Pretty low, right?
Yeah. That's interesting because I mean, you know, the writing was on the wall as soon as, you know, old Trevor Lawrence got drafted. Oh man, Johnny! Oh no, mustache rise for the Cougars.
Johnny
off the top rope.
RKO out of nowhere from that boy Johnny. Shout out to Philly. Talk all about the birds, man. What's poppin', John? So yeah, well, I don't know. You know how them women are in Philly, John. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shout out to Philly. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to New York City. Yeah. Shout out to the whole Eastern Seaboard, man. I had a great time out there, man. Had fun.
Yeah. Well, you'll have plenty of reasons to you know, talk some Eagles shit with all about the Birds gang. But yeah, Mustache is over there. You know, he was definitely going to be the backup to Trevor Lawrence. Even if, you know, their season doesn't go right, they're playing Trevor Lawrence. There ain't no doubt about that. So his story was pretty much written, as JB said, it's a your guy league, and old Mustache wasn't Urban Meyer's guy. So, you know, now he's fucking with Nick Sirianni and, you know, Howie Roseman.
Yeah, we know this is a guy league. All right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Taking it over to my kiddies real quick. I didn't see this game, but I watched the highlights on this one. Gotta say, JB, I think despite it being a preseason game, I think the kiddies did trick this one off. They showed some good things on offense here with Blau and Boyle. Boyle's in here. They got some. They've been getting some nice play action shit with the running backs. They're gonna have a deep running back core. I like what they're doing. They got Darren Fells at tight end. My biggest issue, what I've been seeing week after week, even in the preseason, is seeing some of these depth guys they're having problem with things second level and stopping big plays. Like they got a pick in this game, but they had the lead basically the entire game. They tricked it off to the Colts, with your boy Brett Hundley coming in and doing some good things. And this my man is a fucking kicker with the rec specs. Good Lord.
Goggles, young Gogs.
So Kitties, they got some talent. They got some talent with the first stringers, but I keep seeing the consistent problem with some of the depth, and particularly in the second level linebacker secondary. So our first game out the gate is against Frisco at home. So that's gonna be a hellified match right off the rip, because we're playing as we have the last few years, we're playing NFC West, and the Bird Gang comes out to Detroit later in the season. So there's some things to there's some things to look forward to. A lot of people are trying to say that we're gonna have the worst record in the league, which is kind of wild to me. All bias aside, I definitely think that's going to be the Jets, and there's a couple other contenders in there. I mean, you got to figure the Texans are going to be pretty shitty this year. So that's that with the Kitties.
Pretty bad.
JB,
pretty
speaking of the Texans, it's rumors, it's innuendo, but it's kicking up. Charles Robinson, Yahoo Sports, says the Dolphins have emerged as the front runner in trade discussions with Texans QB Sean Watson. The Texans are seeking 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks in negotiation. And also, you look deeper into that, they've talked to the Panthers, they've talked to the Broncos and the Eagles, but they have to sign off on it. And apparently, what I'm hearing, also reading a couple other articles, is that kind of in what you're seeing now, these other trades, you saw with the Wentz trade, you saw with the Mississippi Mustache trade, they are going to offer conditional picks. I think they're going to get conditional picks, because obviously if they make the trade and the fucking judge slams the gavel like he was out here fucking finger popping 25 girls and he can't play, well then what are they going to do? So let's just say everything goes smooth and it comes down to the Dolphins or the Panthers. Where do you think he's going to go, and what team is going to be the best fit as of right now?
I think the Dolphins would probably be the best team for him. I don't think that the crew up in Carolina, what's the cat's name, just came over there, the college coach dude.
Darnold.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Rule. Yep.
Yeah, Matt Rule. Yeah, so of course they got Darnold over there, who's kid's not going to be a bad quarterback, right? He's going to be a solid quarterback this whole NFL career. That's pretty much all he's going to be. And then they have a backup guy, the cat that was in the AFL or whatever the hell it was, the little league, that's been playing pretty well for him, who brings a whole other entity to their offense anyway. So it's good that they got him for a backup. So they got Donald as the 1 and this other cat as the 2. Going down to Miami, because I don't think that Miami has a backup, right? I don't think they have a backup at all. Now, Deshaun is going to be for emergency purposes because, again, he got a lot of things on his plate right now. So like you said earlier, we don't know if this man's even going to be playing football. All right, if you listen to podcasts previous of our podcast, probably about 10, 12 shows back, when this thing first cracking, I said that we are going to watch the crucifixion of Deshaun Watson in our faces. We're going to watch it happen. Now, I still believe that, right? Shit ain't even hit the fan yet. So kid ain't been to court, nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just the whole outing him has already occurred, right? It's happened. But I think that Miami's going to be the best fit for him. What's the guy's name down there? Flores. I think Flores is going to be – he's taking the Bill Belichick theory and saying that, yeah, we can take your bad boy and make him a ball player, keep him disciplined, keep him, on the level, keep him on baseline level, make sure he's just playing good ball and redirect his focus. So, yeah, I think that would be the best spot for him.
Yeah, and I even saw, I don't know if you saw earlier, one of the highlights from Dolphins Bengals preseason. That kid Sennett that they got, the backup, that kid's got some balls. He took a real shot and laced one to the right corner of the end zone. And I've seen a little bit of tape on him, and he might be a decent backup, even if they keep 3 QBs on the roster, he might be nice. But it goes down to the whole Tua belief thing, right?
Right.
Do they feel like they're going to get enough out of Tua to
and
really run the offense at the highest capacity?
Right. We talked about this a little bit last year, and I'm still, the jury's still out on Tua, right? Of course, he went to Alabama. He was throwing to the best receivers at You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, they have 4 receivers when Tua was there that all went to the league, and I think all went in the first round down there, right? Maybe a couple in the second. But I don't believe in Tua. That's just me. I don't think Tua is the guy. I think he'll be a Chase Daniels in the league. I think he'll be a guy that can come in. Oh, yeah. I don't think Tua is that guy, bro. So I think, and like I said, no knock on him. We all are what we are, right? So I don't think Tua is like big time starter material. So, and I don't think Flores and them think it either, to be honest, right? Of course, he's their guy. They drafted in the first round, so they got to continue to show faith and be like, yeah, he's our guy. He's our guy. Continue to put, you know what I'm saying, put gas in him, put smoke behind him, and make people think that this is the dude. But I don't think it is, Benny. So we'll see. Only time will tell.
So the talks are allegedly ramping up, but you never know what could happen with this shit. They could make a trade tomorrow, and he may not even play this entire year. Who the hell knows? But unfortunately, we do know someone who is probably not going to play this year because it looks like he's torn his ACL. J.K. Dobbins tore his ACL here. Obviously, this is why when we do, people are like, when's your fantasy draft? Well, we do fantasy drafts at the very last second because the unfortunate reality is he got hurt in the first series. Now, the dump off here, and then it's just this isn't really like a Grizzly video. It's just how we came down. And that's just what it is. So
ACL tears happen fast, and it's like usually you can never see when it happens. Like very seldom do you just get that big gruesome you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so shout out to JK, man. Hope you know what I'm saying, Godspeed in his recovery. He tore his, and then Travis Etienne over in Jacksonville. Sad to hear that kid, and that sucks, you know what I'm saying? Because this is JK's second year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's his second year. So he had a whole full year. He played well last year. But Travis, it's his first year. You know what I'm saying? It's his rookie year. And that sucks that he won't even get a chance to see the field action-wise. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be getting recovery done, you know what I'm saying, trying to get back to where he was before. So Godspeed again with recovery to him. And then JK, same difference.
Yeah, man. And it's going to be interesting because of what they were developing for the offense for the Ravens, right? Because it's like, they got Hollywood Brown, a couple of the cats that they brought in, but the Ravens offense is very run-centric, multiple tight end set. Obviously, we know what Lamar can do on his feet. So I'm wondering, like, is there a move that comes to mind? Like, obviously you can't replace a cat like that, especially at this point in the season. You're going to be picking up someone off of waivers, something like that, but I'm kind of wondering what they might have to do to adjust. It's definitely going to be running back by committee, no doubt. But I'm wondering what's actually going to happen with them because he was going to be a feature back of their offense.
You might see Ingram come back, right? Very well could see Ingram come back.
Has he officially retired? Did he officially retire or no?
No, I don't think he retired. And of course, he just played last year. Yep. And shit. Even if he did, it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying, reinstate and just go ahead and come in, you know what I'm saying, for that work. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, you know what I'm saying, just because the Ravens are so tight-knit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because JK got hit, they want to bring somebody who can get in fast and adjust. And, Ingram was just there last year. So, hell yeah, I can see that happening.
Well, that would be that'd be pretty dope if he's ready to play. I would love to see some more Mark Ingram out there, man. So
I'm sure he is.
Prayers up to JK. It's never fun, especially in the preseason. I know he feels like he got cheated, but he'll come back stronger, and that's the beauty of the day and age that we live in. It's not like back in the day when an ACL tear was a death sentence. You can come back just as good, in some cases better. So
we're looking at 6-7 months. You know what I'm saying? Cat's back on the grind.
Yep, come back with that fucking RoboCop leg, tear shit up. So there you go. Pow, pow. All right, before we get into some review reaction news, again, man, make sure to tap in with our sponsor, baby, SavageCBD.com. 50% off. Use code REVIEW and get free shipping. Tinctures, cartridges, gummies, shit for your dog that won't stop barking. He needs to chill out, man. Get that roll on after the workout. Put that shit on your traps. Ooh-wee, that's right. Tap in with our friends over at SavageCBD.com. Use code REVIEW. Get 15% off. And free shipping, baby. That's right. And look, man, also make sure to get at us here on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Big thing that you guys can do to help us out, go over to Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star rating. This fucking guy's blowing his nose. Jesus Christ. Give us a 5-star rating, please. We appreciate it. It helps us climb the charts. It helps us get seen and heard by more of you. And yeah, man, get at us, of course, on Instagram. Wow, JB's throwing them hands, baby. JB working them hands on the latest video. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Twitter, of course. You know what I mean? We got all the content for you, and on Facebook, of course, we're always sharing the memes, sharing the new content, all that good shit. So look, let's get into it. Review, reaction, news. Dr. Bridges. Oh, I know you want to fucking cut a promo on this.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jake Paul Woodley bullshit. It's going down tonight, Cleveland, Ohio, at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, formerly known as the Q. And they got Jake Paul minus 230 to win, which is hilarious to me. Tyron Woodley plus 160. He's 3-0 against the fucking random ass celebrities he's fought. 6-1, and then of course Tyron Woodley. This is his professional boxing debut, technically, although obviously he has a very illustrious record in the UFC. So, JB, I know you're not a fan of this shit, but you know, give the people your thoughts. Burn a little bit on this here bout.
I wish that the Paul brothers would stop picking gimmick fights and to fight for real, right? I'm just being like honest. Like, so for the weight classes that they would be in, there are a lot of lower level guys, you know what I'm saying, that would love to bust them guts, you know what I'm saying, papaws, you know what I'm saying, like literally love to just chap them jaws, you know what I'm saying, papaws, you know what I'm saying. So I just want these cats to stop being gimmicky. If you're gonna be real with the shit, be real with the shit, right? Be real with it. Now, Woodley had the blessing of being able to train in a Floyd Mayweather camp, right? So he's a fighter already. He's a striker. He's always been a striker. That's been his game, right? So I'm expecting to see Woodley do good things in the ring, right? He's patient. He's been in the octagon for years. So there's a higher level of endurance that comes when you got to get on the ground and wrestle with a motherfucker for 2 minutes and then stand up and continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? Some 5 rounds of that as opposed to standing, moving, where you can kind of absorb blows and give them and take them. And like, so I think Woodley will fare well. I think the Paul brothers getting there, you know what I'm saying, trying to search for fame and glory. You know what I'm saying? And then they get in there like, no disrespect to them. They train hard, right? And then it's just that they don't respect the crap. I'm not saying they don't take it serious, but I'm just saying they don't respect it, right? So I just wish that if they were going to do it, I just want to see them do it for real, right? I want to see them literally get in the weight class they're supposed to get in and climb that ladder and like get to a big money fight in boxing for real, not play boxing, right? Not exhibition boxing where, you know what I'm saying, like the scores and all this shit is like, you know, it's all fucked up. And like, nah, get in the game for real. And we said it before the podcast. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see if you really about that life.
Do you, considering who Jake Paul has fought, and his brother fought Floyd, but Floyd was carrying him like Apollo Creed was carrying Rocky in the first movie.
Floyd knocked that dude out twice and held him up. Like,
right.
Tap that chin, right? It's levels to this shit, but that's what I'm saying. I wish that they would just fight guys for real. If you really trying to do this, then do it.
Well, that's my question. Considering that his brother Jake, who's fought, fucking Nate Robinson, he fought a YouTuber, then he fought Nate Robinson, then he fought the one UFC cat who didn't really have his head in the game. Now he's fighting Tyron Woodley. Do you feel like he is kind of moving up in competition? Because, you got to think about it. Tyron Woodley is, considering who he's fought, it's a jump up in competition. So I still think it's a gimmick, but you know what I'm saying.
So competition-wise, yes. Because Tyron has had a career, a successful career in another fighting sport, right?
Right. And he's rock cats, too.
Yeah. Now, that's what I'm saying. He's a striker. That's what he's known as. So he's not a stranger to throwing hands. He's just going to have on gloves, you know what I'm saying, covering his whole hand, and so on and so forth. And now he's got to do the sweet science of boxing. My thing is this, Benny. He ain't fought a boxer yet. Not a real one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I keep getting at. Fight a boxer that does this, that trains for boxing, that's in a weight class, that's trying to get that big fight. That's a lower level boxer, right? Showbox, fucking, what's the shit that comes on ESPN?
Friday night fights.
Friday night, not even Friday night
Yeah.
fight. It's something, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you understand what I'm saying? Like these lower level boxing platforms that we see on ESPN and we see on Showbox, you know what I'm saying? And we see, get in the game. Let's do it. If you're gonna do it, then do it. Right? Stop fighting UFC fighters who are not boxers because it's a different skill set, Benny. It's a different skill set.
So basically, what you're saying is you would respect, because I mean the one thing is that I do feel like the matchup is probably about as balanced as you can do it, considering the context of it. I still think it's bogus, but like you said, from a boxing standpoint,
Right.
I think it's bogus because Jake Paul's a YouTuber, and I mean Tyron Woodley, was great in his time, great athlete,
but at the same
fighter,
time,
but not a boxer.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So even though Jake is a UFC a YouTuber, he has fought in the ring with boxing gloves on. He's boxed over. I mean, he's took on many bullshit fights and training. And again, no disrespect to their training, right? Because they've trained to be boxers, right? That's what they've done. Tyron Woodley ain't trained to be no boxer. He's trained to be a striker. He's trained to take people to the ground. He's trained to kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, a different skill set. So they're not fighting boxers. They're fighting fighters, right? 2 UFC cats, one other motherfucker that didn't know shit about shit, and then Floyd. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they're doing. Mm-hmm. No, his brother fought Floyd Mayweather, but like you said, Floyd was motherfucking in that bitch. That was a workout for Floyd, right?
Right.
Then he went to the club and blew 37 million, right? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Floyd didn't even have a haircut for that fight. He just like, fuck it. He just showed up, fucking put the trunks on. He's like, we're doing this shit. Because, Floyd, when he was actually like fighting, like taking like not exhibitions, like actually going on his record, he was like clean, ready to go.
Oh yeah,
this fight, he had a fucking goatee. You know what I mean? Like Floyd had waves for the first time since '96. Like he's like, fuck it, I'm letting my shit grow out. Like, he wouldn't take that shit seriously. So I definitely don't look at Logan, his brother, saying, "Oh, you got in there with arguably the greatest of all time." No, you didn't. You got in there with the dude to like Floyd said, it was the greatest legal bank robbery in the history of man.
Right,
so
exactly.
That's what that was.
He
so
said
basically
Floyd,
what you're saying.
Floyd said he made 30 that week. What? What?
Oh my god.
Like,
so basically what you're saying is to put a bow on this, at this point, the Paul brothers, but particularly Jake, are out of mulligans to where you would respect them if, so they're fighting at 190. So that means technically the weight class in boxing would be cruiserweight, which, by the way, I think if he was really going to fight for real, he'd probably have to get down to like 175, if we're being completely honest. Like, Jake would probably need to be fighting at like super middleweight or light heavyweight, something like that. So you figure you would rather him, at this point, if you're going to take any kind of serious of this, you would rather see him fight like the number 40 or number 50th ranked prospect, some cat who's going to be on like ESPN, PBC, like a undercard, that type of cat, as opposed to someone with a name that can fight but is not a boxer at this point.
Yes, exactly. Climb that ladder, right? Climb that fucking ladder. The same thing that like you said, this lower ranked boxer is doing, trying to climb that ladder, trying to show his skill set, trying to show his worth, trying to get that big payday. Yeah, fight them because they're boxers that have been boxing their whole life, right? That's their skill set. Fight a boxer, not a motherfucking UFC fighter, right? Who's, again, two different skill sets, Benny.
Yep. JB, speaking of not being real, you posted this on our story, and it was beautiful because finally someone called this kid on his bullshit because he clearly has people around him that don't understand or really tell him what he's doing. There was a part of this little face-off, and I ended up watching it before the show, where Tyron Woodley kind of let him have it. Neither of them really got like a super way for words per se, but this is what Tyron was saying here to Jake about how he carries himself in terms of like his presentation, if this is the correct clip.
What you're doing is, what are you wearing? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You got on 5 necklaces. You ain't Nipsey Hussle. How many people in your neighborhood dress like that?
You act like you're from the streets.
Just like that?
You act like you're from the streets.
I'm from Ferguson, Missouri, the murder capital of the world.
Really?
What are you talking about?
Tyrone Woodley, the softest thing from Missouri.
Where are you from?
Tyrone Woodley, the softest thing from Missouri.
How many people in your neighborhood dress like that? Tell me.
You're so tough.
How many people were bust down Cuban links? Answer my question.
Since you're so
I'm from Ferguson. I answer them. How many people in your neighborhood dress like you? How many rap videos have you watched?
That's when it killed me right there.
Open.
Right. And boy, dead to the world right there.
Look at that face. That tells you everything that you need to know.
So
come on, man.
Benny, here's the thing, right? And I posted that, and I put the caption on. I don't have to put it here, but I'm gonna put it here, right? Because it's no secret, right? My people, meaning black people, are the most influential people in the world, right? Period. From the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, they wanted to dress like us, they wanted to dance like us, and they meaning everybody, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody. Now, everybody's got their own culture, but still, everybody, right?
It's a popular culture.
Right, yeah. Again, influential, right? Influential, right? So everybody's got their own thing. Hispanics, whites, whatever. But when it comes to being like, wanting to emulate, wanting to do it like, the black man, the black woman, right, is the most emulated being on the planet, right? From these white girls running around here getting their lips injected because they want big, full lips like a black woman, to them getting their asses lifted up, you know what I'm saying, and fluffed up full of shit because they want their ass like a black woman. They want to be shaped like the black woman. And that's what makes me sick. And I'm going to say it. God damn it. Give a fuck who I offend. That makes me sick when I see my black women who already have these things start to do the things that white women start to do. Because we the ones that's getting copied. Y'all the ones. But why are you getting lip injections? What is the purpose of that? Or when you already got thick, full lips, right? What is that? Why are you trying to be this? Feel me?
Right.
Like, damn you, Kim Kardashian. Like, damn you, Kim Kardashian. Right? I don't give a fuck how much money you got. Fuck you. Like, fuck you for real. Because you started this stupid shit. Right? And I get passionate about this shit, man. I got daughters, bro. I got daughters. And I don't want never one of my daughters to ever think that they're not good enough, bro. Never. So these chicks walking around getting their lips fucking poked in. And I feel so bad for these little babies, bro. They be 19 to fucking 24 years old getting their lips poked in. And what the fuck you think that shit gonna do the rest of your life? Right. You're going to continue to get that shit done. And next thing you know, you're going to look like the late, great Joan Rivers. And goddamn, Joan Rivers was my girl, bro. Like, man, that shit was heartbreaking to me, bro. Joan Rivers was my girl, man. You talk about just flat out funny, rest her soul. You know what I'm saying? Flat out funny, amazing person. Like, you're going to have to continue to get that shit to keep up with that shit, right? Yep. And just like any other product, Benny, the more it gets popular, the more watered down it gets, right? Mm-hmm. So it's going to be bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? These young ladies going to start getting these old fucked up ass surgeries. And man, Lord, look at here. God bless y'all, man. God bless y'all. And that's all I'm going to say with it. God bless y'all.
JB, you brought up Joan Rivers. There's a saying in comedy and entertainment, and it applies to the social media era. If you live by the applause, you got to die by the applause. So if you have those things in your mind where you feel like you need to correct something that doesn't need to be corrected, and listen, it's your body, your choice, that's fine, but you need to understand there's consequences to everything.
Here's what it is, right?
There's consequences to everything. So if that's what you want to do, you gotta live by it and you gotta die by it. So definitely think twice before doing something that is poignant to your body. Man, woman, or other. You need to think about that shit for real. Well, JB, speaking of a positive thing for black women, this is huge news, and my future wife and I saw this movie here at the drive-in. Candyman grosses $22.3 million to become the first #1 box office film directed by a black woman. It's a beautiful thing, and I definitely want to watch this movie again. You know, of course, Jordan Peele involved, so it's definitely got that Us, Get Out type vibe to it, but. JB, when you hear this, how do you raising black women, young girls, how does this hit your spirit?
Yeah, that don't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? It just don't surprise me at all. It's about opportunity, right? It's about opportunity. They're not giving opportunities as other people, right? So when we get it, it's a surprise to everybody else, but it ain't a surprise to me and my folks, right? We already know what it is. So yeah, shout out to her. Congratulations. All right, Candyman from back in the day. So I still got PTSD. So I probably won't ever watch it, to be honest with you, because
it's freaky.
I remember the real Candy. I remember the real Candyman, them goddamn bees in that man's mouth and shit. And hell no, bro. So I'm gonna let y'all have that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a big fan of scary movies, no way. Yes, OJB don't like scary movies. You know what I'm saying? Call me what you want. Call me what you want. But don't say it in my face. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. You know what I'm saying? You might get bink. You know what I'm saying? Playing. But that's love, though. That's love, though. Shout out to her.
And Nia DaCosta is her name. I want to make sure we shout her out specifically. Nia DaCosta. They estimated it at a low ball projection due to Delta variant and theaters being open and not being open at 15 million. So nearly beat that by 50%. So yes, the original Candyman, which I need to go back and watch, that came out in 92. So yeah, man,
terrifying.
Yeah. And this one was pretty freaky as well. Now JB's you know me. You know I love it when Michigan can defeat the state of Ohio. God damn it, we did it in the Little League World Series. Oh my God. Our team from Taylor, Michigan. I don't even know where Taylor is, but God damn it, it's in Michigan. We beat
well, it's
the
all-star
Hamilton,
team.
Ohio team.
Yeah, it's the all-star team, Benny. So, you know.
Yep. So anyway, this is the Little League World Series championship, and people forget the Little League World Series is just that. It's the world. So you got to play the world. So as far as America, I don't know if they still have to play like
no. They don't do the. They're not doing the foreign thing this year just because of the whole COVID situation. So
got it.
It was all in the States. Yeah.
Got it. Well, listen, I mean, I wish this team could play, the best team from Japan or whoever normally will kind of finish out for the rest of the world. But God damn it, at least in the States, these kids did their thing. I remember back in the day, JB, when the one cat forgot his name. He was telling everybody he was 13 years old. This kid was 18 years old, fucking throwing heaters, striking out 12-year-olds. Remember that shit like in 01?
Oh, yes, I remember it. You know what I'm saying? That boy, he was coming out the mound throwing like 86, you know what I'm saying? Like in Little League. Like, come on, bro.
This kid's amazing. It's like he's
right.
because he's
a phenom, right? He's been here before.
Oh my God.
Literally, he was here 5 years ago.
Oh my God. So shout out to them kids, man. Look at this kid. He's got the fucking hair.
The mane.
Wow, pink.
He's a pitcher.
Pop out. There you go. Little League World Series. It's a beautiful thing, man.
We make no mistakes,
shout out to the kids,
baby.
Shout out to the kids.
Shout out to the shorties, man. I always enjoy watching Little League World Series, man. I love it, bro. I think it's one of my favorite things. It really is.
Speaking of one of our favorite things, we got to end with this thing. Our girlfriend of the show, Namdi Bushel, 11-year-old phenom drummer. She got to play with the fucking Foo Fighters at the Forum. And if you've never been to the Forum that's a real deal fucking arena, man.
That's a big awesome venue. Somebody just like literally and figuratively, that's a big venue when it comes to any kind of entertainment.
Mm-hmm. You can see her right there. She's freaking doing the twist and shit.
She is amazing, man. She is amazing. So reviewers for a lot of you guys have been following our Instagram page. For you guys that don't know, I run our Instagram page, right? Benny runs our Facebook and our Twitter. So I will post this young lady from time to time, a video that she posted. It was on Twitter the first time I saw it. And she's drumming to In Bloom by Nirvana, right? So, man, she is going and screaming like, you know what I'm saying, on the big time motherfucking riff. She, yelling at the screen. It is the cutest shit I have ever seen in my life. I fell in love with her. I was like, man, just the strength that like, again, Ben, I got daughters. So guys that don't have daughters might not understand this shit. But just to see that strength and to see her be fearless and tackle them drums and she's screaming and she's yelling and she's handling it and she's chewing her gum and she's swagged out. Hey, beautiful. And then to see her rock with the Foo Fighters, they gave her a solo, bro. They gave her a solo. It had to be like 45 seconds, bro. Almost 60 seconds long. They gave her a solo. And she ripped it, bro. Mm-hmm. Ripped it. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Namdi Bushel. I think she's a Brit. I do. I think she's from across the pond.
Britain. Mm-hmm.
She's a Britain. She's from Great Britain. But beautiful little girl, beautiful family. Right. And shout out to mom and dad who are heavily influenced in music from what I see from her Instagram page. And she's got pictures with everybody, Benny. She's just that. She is a phenom. Nandi, you are love that review. All right, keep rocking. You know what I'm saying? And I'll continue to post that video because that be my mood some days when I'm just like, yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, that girl can really drum, man. And she's I mean, as someone who dedicated a large portion of his life to music, I went to music school, I can play multiple instruments. I know when someone can play for real and when they can't. She can play for real. She's got the technique, she's got the feel, and she can do whatever she sets her mind to do. So she's already got the company of like heavyweights in the industry. She's playing Everlong there, and people who know the Foo Fighters, that's one of their most popular songs. So no nerves, cool as a cucumber. Went up there just like, yeah, this is another day in the office for me, and fucking rocked it in front of probably 20,000 people. You know what I mean? So it's so awesome, man. It was beautiful. I love seeing shit like
amazing.
That. Yep. Well, reviewers, that's pretty much it. And remember, this is our last live stream. Again, we are moving this thing to Wednesdays. We're straight NFL doing savage picks. We're gonna have guests talking about whatever's happening in the league, all this shit. Listen, you already know, man. COVID is still around, so there's gonna be some weird storylines and shit happening throughout. Of course, they're gonna break down the Bird Gang, them kitties. We're gonna, the special Bird Gang correspondent Sean McConnell will be back. KSRN family will be back. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Believe Podcast Network. We're going to be hosting our podcast there, so we're going to be definitely doing some promo there. JB's new podcast, Burning Bridges, so you know he's going to be cutting promos on cats talking about the league as well. You know what I mean? The tentacles, as he said. The tentacles, baby. The tentacles. You know?
All right.
And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You can always replay this podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating, like, share, subscribe, YouTube channel, all that fun stuff. And that's it. So, JB, before we get on up out of here, coming up on football season, coming up on Labor Day weekend, we're coming up to a strong end of the year. What do you got for the people in our We Need Us, good sir?
Let's continue to be safe and take care of each other. Respect people's wishes, respect people's beliefs. All right. And I continue to say this, you know what I'm saying? If you're not a vaccinated person, you don't believe in getting vaccinated like myself, that's cool. Right? If you are vaccinated and you know what I'm saying, you feel like that's the thing to do, that's cool, right? But when somebody has a mask on, you know what I'm saying, like, don't bother that person, right? Understand human beings and citizens of the United States of America and other places, right, that our children are our number one priority when it comes to being safe, right, and it comes to safety. So all these people out here protesting because they don't want their kids to wear masks, like, chill, right? Chill. Like let these kids wear masks in school. All right, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let's do what's required right now, right? Let's do what's required. Let's not just, don't make this thing funky. It's already muddy. It's already mucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, we as parents, we can do our best. We can do a lot, and we can influence a lot, right? So let's be strong and say, hey, tell your kids, little Billy, little Timmy, little Tommy, all right, little Lachey, you know what I'm saying? Little Juwan, little Jalen. Hey, listen, all right, listen. The funniest part about that, by the names I said, you probably tell they're racist. So, a couple mixed breeds in there, you know the Jalen. Never mind. So, other than that, man, just take care of yourself, guys. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have no idea. You keep seeing my eyes look up because I'm watching it. We just lost to the A's, which we've been kicking their ass. Oh, my God. So it's right. So it's right.
The news.
It's only right that they get one. I mean, shit, we've been kicking their ass for the last fucking week and a half. So.
Oh, no. Kev, where you at? Drop a comment, Kev.
So congratulations to the A's. All right. It's still squad up. Yankees all day. All right. But anyway, we love y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. If you listen to the podcast live, if you're watching live, if you're going to listen to this podcast form, we love y'all. Let us on all social media platforms, IG, Twitter, all right, Facebook, at JB and Benny Blue. Subscribe to us on Apple. You know what I'm saying? We are on Apple Podcast, Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share. Tell your friends about us. All right? Shout out to Believe, man. Shout out to everything else that we got going on. Shout out to you. Most importantly, you, the listener. We out, man. We'll holler at y'all. Episode 190.
Yeah, buddy. And that's it. We out. We love y'all. We'll see you on Wednesday, September 8th, with a full stacked lineup with the KSRN crew talking NFL season savage preview. Ooh. So we'll see you then. And we out, people.
Peace.
Peace.